had a really different day today, so I want to share about a little bit. And I went to this healing ceremony. So before you start judging me and turn off this video, like just keep listening a little bit. I'm gonna talk about experimentation, about being open, about allowing yourself to actually have a new experience, right?
So today I decided to try something completely new. It's called the WaterCerimony with a healer here in Bali. It's about 1 hour away from Ubud, so I just drove here, and this is the temple, and people are inside there just like kind of waiting for them to come. I'm wearing my bikini underneath. I'm kind of like in a very touristy because I'm just like with the top, and they gave me the sarong. I don't know if you can see it. We're gonna get wet. The water ceremony is to release, traumas, release and clean apparently the energetic body, the physical body, the emotional body. And I didn't really read too much about it because I prefer not to get involved, like get too much of my thoughts on the way and rationalize what's going to happen. So yeah, I'm quite curious to see how it is. The priestess actually that normally comes, it's not here right now. She's in America, but it's gonna be her grandpa who's gonna do this ceremony. And yeah, apparently her lineage, it's also like a lineage of healers, so they're really traditional. Of course, in Bali you can find many healers that are a bit, not really the real thing. So yeah, I feel like this one, it was, everyone was pretty much recommending me, and I'm curious to see it. So I'll let you know after how it was. I find it very interesting that right in the front of this temple, actually, there is a Buddha, but and that's very interesting. And I love this about Hindu, that they are just so respectful anyways with other cultures and other religions and everyone pretty much. That's why you see so much peace here in Bali. And I'm just gonna show quickly here and then I'll stop recording.
Well, when I was there, what happened was that I was quite analytical, to be honest, and because they were chanting and like singing, and without knowing the language and everything, it was like kind of like really trying to analyze what was happening. When they started the part of like pouring water on on top of people's head, I was really looking and analyzing, like, oh, some people were more sensitive, some people were more like very serious and like relaxing and like just slapping themselves. And I was like, wow, nice. And they were like screaming. I was like, okay, a lot of emotions, but I could really see that I was still very analytical. And I was like, oh my god, Nicole, can you just like stop and allow yourself to relax, and maybe otherwise you're not gonna feel anything. So it's I did that and was able to really put myself in that position of just allowance. Some people really had a lot of emotions to release. I had apparently a lot of laughs to release and release shame, because I was kind of feeling shameful that I wanted to laugh while the person next to me was actually crying before. And that was my experience, which was end up like superb. Like it was amazing. This feeling of being able to really celebrate. Like the healer was just like such a like warm-hearted person with this crazy laugh, and he would just like be really trying to make me laugh more and more and more, and I would scream and like allow myself to be crazy and just like fully celebrate life, right? So that was a really nice experiment, and I just wanted to share with you because I felt like it was really interesting. A few things here. One, are we experimenting something fully, or are we experimenting something through our heads when we go to something new or we're trying something new, right? Even in business, right? Like if we're only like experimenting something and already knowing what we might know what is it exactly that we want, but if we're just looking for that, we might not really allow ourselves to see other results, right? So this is the same thing here, like or traveling, right? Like if we allow ourselves to go through a cultural experience that is totally different, and if we go to a mindset that is already like kind of with expectations, we'll probably block the whole experience. So this is one thing about experiments. The other thing that I wanted to say is about really releasing emotions. Allowing yourselves to feel the emotions is the best way to release them. And what happens normally is that society kind of makes us do the opposite, right? We kind of avoid emotions, we resist emotions. And I love the saying that what we resist, it persists. So we really need to keep ourselves aware instead of like judging and kind of emotions and judging people. Oh my god, this person is too emotional, or oh my god, I'm feeling sad, I cannot be sad, or oh, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, I cannot be like this. And of like having that kind of judgment towards an emotion doesn't make it doesn't make it better. We need to understand that emotions, they are not the person, so it's not me, that emotion. So first disidentify that, understand that also like it's fluid, it's something that is passing. The emotions are also signals, they can just be a sign of something that is going on. So if we can allow ourselves to actually connect with that emotion and feel that emotion, we might be able to ask the emotion, so where in my body is that emotion, and what is trying to tell me? What is that emotion trying to signal for me? So sometimes it's about this kind of emotion that is blocking something in our lives. Ask that emotion, what is it that you want to tell me? If it's something that you want me to release from the past, maybe it's an emotion that is actually remembering you of something from the past. It's not even like something that is getting you sad now, but it might be just like a fear from the past when you're a childhood or something that it's coming up again, that memory. And it's actually really good because once it comes to the surface, it gets conscious for you. It's easier to just release it. So really, truly, like, and even if you don't understand, just a process of following the emotion and sometimes letting that emotion be, just like crying, for example, can be actually so good, can be so healing. Like crying is like cleaning. Think like this, like like you're just letting the water come out of your eyes, and like it's just really cleansing. So this was really interesting for me to see today, the whole releasing and how freeing it is to just allow yourself to feel the emotions and release them, not get attached to them. So I think this is it for today. It was a very interesting experience. I wanted to share kind of fully with you, but I didn't want it to really, like, I wanted to be there and experience, and I didn't want it to be recording. I did take a picture, so you can see the picture of how like totally wet I was, like totally soaked, and it was really fun. And I'm just here to say, go experiment things with open mind, open heart. Let things happen. Let things without expectations. See what's gonna happen in your life, and about emotions as well. Like that's a good way. Instead of next time, if you start feeling emotions, go allow yourself to feel it and release it, and let them pass, and go back to your bright self again once they're gone, instead of like just resisting or not allowing or being ashamed or guilty for feeling something. Let me know in the comments, what do you do when you're experimenting something new, or how do you deal with emotions? And I'll share later on as well some of my processes. And don't forget, subscribe so you can keep like receiving all those news. Always I'll be talking here about mindfulness, personal growth, and business, and probably, yes, a lot of travel as an experience that I'll be sharing. Love you all. Thank you so much for all the support, and gratitude for you that is still watching until now.